Yeah, this is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Let's go!
On today's show, well, it was the first of perhaps many, many, many shows that Sean's doing from home isolation.
It could very well be. Who knows how long I'm going to be here?
At least 7 days, could be a lot more.
Mark McGowan joins us, dives into the underwear drawer, and we can't get him out of it.
So weird.
Absolutely. We're going to catch up with a couple of our footy players as well. One of them is Griffin Logue.
And the other is our brand new West Coast Eagle, who we unveiled this morning, Premier Mark McGowan.
And we talk all about the world of doppelgangers and find out why people don't believe that your partner is your partner.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
This morning, Shawnee Mac is broadcasting from home because the McManus household has fallen.
Now, Sean has not caught COVID.
No.
He's testing negative. His oldest son is positive.
So
like
close
we
contacts.
said, we've been positive that it will be Sean that gets it first. And the other day, what did I say, Sean? Said something.
You said there was something in the wind because I was wearing a
Something in the wind.
mask.
Sean has never worn a mask around this building. He's the most nonchalant person
That's
about
right.
it. And then suddenly there was a mask on his face.
And we went, hang on a minute.
And
then
then
the biggest
after
giveaway.
the show, Sean walks into our office eating peanut butter on toast.
And that has,
And
we've never seen
I've
that.
not seen bread enter this man's body for years.
So clearly, that was you losing your sense of taste.
And
Is that what that was?
at that point, I pushed my chair as far back
Yes.
away from
You
him
did.
as possible. I did. I did.
was
I said, there
very
is something
suspicious
going on
behaviour.
here. There is something going on here. It was in the air. It was in the air, Sean.
What a telltale sign. The peanut butter, I mean, the mask thing was, I mean, that blew your mind off it. The peanut butter on toast, that really threw you out.
yeah.
for
And he
days,
just
didn't
walked
it?
in like he did it every day. And we're like, no, wait there. What?
Well, yes.
What?
This is not a thing.
So let's talk about your possible futures. Possible sliding doors. So,
Like the sliding? Yep,
so
you go.
this could be you just isolating for your 7 days and then
Correct.
you're back at work and you're outside over on us living Sean's life.
Yes,
But you have 6 people in your house.
correct.
So if they were to
So-
get it one after the other.
Yes, like dominoes. But after like 6 days of exposure each, you could be there for like 5 weeks or so.
We
And
discussed this
and
last- yeah.
Sean. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sean. And then they could go through another round and get it again. Because you can, I mean, some people don't
It's
think you
theoretically
can.
possible.
You can catch it twice. We could not see your little peanut butter eating face in this studio
Well,
for months.
we have holidays in 3 weeks. There's every time
If you're isolating for holidays, I will never stop laughing.
I told you before that there's one thing that's guaranteed. There will be a death in this family in the next 48 hours, I'd imagine, from people just
And
fighting
it won't be
It
COVID.
won't be COVID. No, it's COVID related, but it's not COVID.
But the other thing you got to think about, like me and Megan were talking about, is do we just have a spit party? Do we all just start
Spitting each
you know,
other's mouths.
Yes, get it over and done with.
get it over and done with.
So that to alleviate that possibility of being,
Yeah.
down for 6 weeks or so.
Oh yeah,
I mean-
absolutely.
I mean, there are families out there that are fine with spitting in each other's mouths. I just didn't know that you were one of them.
Now, how's
message.
Megan going? That's probably the bigger question because she did put a post on Facebook yesterday saying, please, can someone drop our alcohol round?
Oh, that's so funny. She's got plenty to get through. Actually, she hasn't. That's a day's worth. She cleaned the house like you wouldn't believe yesterday. So if you were to walk,
So she's done the deep clean.
yeah. If you came within 100 meters of her house, you'd be able to smell disinfectant like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
So the joint's been ripped up and cleaned upside down.
Yeah.
We're ready to rock and roll for today. The only thing is getting the kids up and getting them into their schoolwork.
Yeah,
be
right.
the
So
biggest
remote
one.
learning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
Let-
luck with that.
Let's talk about one thing that happens to a lot of people when they're bored and they've got nothing to do, and that is they eat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say watch porn.
Well, sure, we do know you're on your laptop right now and on your phone you're on Pornhub. But yeah, people eat non-stop.
Yes.
So what's the plans?
Well, I don't know what the plans is. Obviously, Coles and Woolies do a drop, or Woolies do a drop off. But we've had Megan ordered a lot of food. There has been a lot of food in the house, but I just went to the sink a minute ago and turned the light on in the kitchen because I'd been there previously and just opened the fridge and not looked. But there was a plate with sauce on it that had, the crumbs of what could possibly be 20 nuggets that were sitting on there at some stage in the last
So we
couple
know
of
that
hours.
was Cooper.
Oh,
Because does Cooper keep the air fryer in his bedroom? Because I feel like it's on its way there.
Oh my God. He flogs that thing to death.
I know he
It's
does.
unbelievable. And the amount of nuggets this guy eats is crazy.
He's a growing
out of control.
boy.
So
All right, so do
We
you
might
need do you need one of us to jet off to Costco? Because I think that's
Yeah,
the only thing that's going to quell
definitely.
this family. Just
Yeah.
Anything,
Take the trailer,
anything at all you
Nathan.
need, I'll just say one pallet,
Yes.
one pallet, one pallet.
Everything you've got, one pallet of each. Because we've got you back. You know, we're a team.
Oh, we
Thank
do.
you, team.
But it is
Absolutely
very
love
funny
it.
for us.
Yes.
Well, we'll be enjoying this journey all morning and
Yes.
possibly for weeks.
thank you. What a thought.
It's time to make up for missed holidays with whatif.com. Book spa suites, jet skis, maybe even a safari.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
Well, as we know, we lost an eagle at the end of last season, and that was due to head injuries. I've been down that track before, and it was probably because he was dealing with us for a whole season.
It's true.
Hopefully that won't happen to our new eagle, and that's Jeremy McGowan. G'day, Gov.
G'day guys, how are we?
Jeremy McGowan, come on down.
It's good to have you on board as part of the team, buddy.
Yes, I'm stoked as well. It's exciting, and I'm glad I can be on board.
Jeremy, now this is a big thing, right? So how long was Shep with us for?
We had him a couple of years.
Couple of years.
Couple of seasons,
Couple of seasons, right? And nearly every time we spoke to him, he promised that we could go out in his dad's boat, and that never happened.
Yeah,
So,
that sounds like shit.
Yeah.
what do you have to bring to the table, and when can we use it?
Gov's a fisherman,
Well-
so you have a boat.
Yeah, well, I can promise you the same thing and deliver the same thing that Chef did if you want.
Oh, okay. So promise a boat with no delivery.
Yeah, exactly.
Is-
I've got a 150-foot super yacht that I can take us out on.
Oh, yeah. There was a couple of
Yeah.
Russian
Won't.
ones that we had a quick fire sale that I was interested in too, so it's a good time to buy.
Yeah, great time to buy. So, I might snab one up. We can all go out and
Yeah, no, sounds good.
Are you good at fishing?
no, I don't think I'm good. I think I'm pretty lucky. I go with a couple of good people that know how to fish
Yeah.
most of the time, but I enjoy it.
Okay, so what's the legendary McGowan fishing tale? What's the best thing you've plucked out of the ocean?
I think a red emperor is the best fish I've caught in the ocean, a big one, and I actually had to eat the heart out of it while it was still beating.
Why?
What do you mean?
What?
Well, it was a tradition.
Who started that tradition?
Yeah, exactly. It was a couple of my mates said it was a tradition until I did it, and then they told me after it wasn't a tradition. I just wanted to see if I'd eat it.
Oh my God, Jeremy, I can't wait until we're face to face. I'm going to tell you about all these traditions I know.
Yeah, so it's a tradition now. So if you catch a big red emperor, you got to pull the heart out of it and eat it. So it is
Did it
now.
make you stronger, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I hope it made me something better, but it didn't taste too good.
Oh my God, Gov,
surprise.
that's next level. Hey, Gov, I was going to ask you anyway because you've lived in a whole, different places. Okay, you've just eaten that heart out of the fish. When you're living up north and living around traditional Australians, did you get involved with the communities?
Yeah, definitely. I lived in Warburton, and then pretty much right in the middle of the desert. I lived up there. I tried some different stuff up there, like widgety grubs and goannas and honey ants and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, but that was actually a bit more enjoyable than the fish hut.
Yeah.
It was, I've tried some different things throughout my life.
Yeah.
I've just realised now.
When growing up in Kalgoorlie, we used to go on camps with Aboriginal elders, which was absolutely amazing experience looking back, but it was quite traumatic at the time because we were eating widgety grubs and honey ants and stuff like that, and we didn't particularly want to put that in our mouths. My most traumatic time was when we were on a bus and then one of the elders said to stop the bus and jumped out and got a kangaroo, wrestled it to the ground, cut off the kangaroo's tail. Then I had the honour of holding the tail while its nerves was flipping around in my hand.
What an honour.
And it was just like something from the most deepest horror movie. And I was the lucky
My
one.
school camps were different.
It was not fun.
Gov, it's been interesting the last couple of weeks, well, probably the last couple of months, which we've all been reported of how many injuries you poor buggers have got. Obviously, from my point of view, I'm always hoping Freo do well, not so much you guys. But I feel absolutely terrible because you want to see your best players playing and give yourself an opportunity to play finals.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate your sympathy Sean.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
that would have been hard to say, but I appreciate it. Yeah, obviously, mate. Yeah, you want your best team out there, and not just for us to perform, but for our fans as well. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's footy though. You get injuries, and unfortunate for us, we've got a fair few at the moment. But on the flip side, it's exciting for some of these young boys to get an opportunity.
Bit of good news in the paper today, Gov, that Jack Darling has been jabbed and is going to be able to rejoin you guys in a few days' time. Finally, we're pretty rapt about that.
Yeah, well, we've. I don't know the full details on it yet. We've got a meeting today about it. So that's exciting. It'd be great to get him back. Obviously, we're a much better side with him in it. So yeah, he's obviously been dealing with his stuff privately. So yeah, getting him back will be awesome.
Yeah.
There's no chance that the big fella would have any kind of blowout. His body's chiseled.
He looks fit as, yeah.
Yeah, he's walk off the street, chiseled sort of guy, mate. He's got a body
You guys
that we
are
all
very
wish we could
similar,
have,
Gov.
that's for sure. Yeah, very.
Gov, you guys are
we are
pretty
very,
similar?
very similar.
Often
very
mistaken for
similar.
one another.
Yeah, really tanned and ripped. Is exactly what I am.
Hey, Gov, what's your weakness in the food world? Because it blew our minds out today. Sean ate some toast with peanut butter, and that was
We'd never seen it
we'd
before.
never seen that happen. What's your kryptonite?
My kryptonite, I don't know what my kryptonite.
Well, fish
is,
hearts,
probably.
obviously.
Yeah, eating fish hearts. Probably a beer. I haven't indulged in a beer too much. Probably kills you a little bit.
Yeah.
But that would have to be mine.
Yeah. What about, do you hit a zinger burger ever, or like?
A zinger burger?
Yeah, zinger.
Yeah.
No. I don't hit the zinger burgers too often. No. We're sponsored by Hungry Jack's.
Sorry, of course.
He's a double waffle
Hungry
with
Jack's
cheese type
has,
of guy,
I
mate.
think, officially the best chips, by the way.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, if I was going to indulge, it'd be something from HJ.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Great save there.
And, just getting your insurance at SGAO, whatever. No.
Yeah. Well, Gov, it's going to be a great season having you on board. The season for you guys
Could
is
be a long
underway.
one.
The Gold Coast Sun's coming up next week. It's going to be pretty exciting stuff, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Ready to get into round one, obviously, and get into the real stuff is what we're here for and what we're playing for. So it'll be exciting and Gold Coast straight off the bat. So and they're going pretty well. So we'll have our hands full and we'll see what happens.
All right. And just between now and we speak to you next, if you can give us an inventory of your possessions so we can just see,
what we need.
could use and how this relationship's going to benefit us. That'd be great.
A holiday house would be great if you've got one.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have a think about it for you.
All right.
I'll bring
you.
something. Even if I don't have anything, I'll make sure I get something.
Thank you so much.
That's the
good
sort
point.
of commitment we're looking for, Jez. Thank you.
See you, mate.
See you, mate.
No worries.
Jeremy
Cheers, guys.
Garvin, our West Coast Eagle for this year.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
There's a fantastic new term in the dating and couple world.
Because we're familiar with the phenomenon, but
Yes.
this is a great name for it.
You're going to learn it
Okay.
right now. It's called the Doppelbanger. Now,
Tell me more.
A Doppelbanger, Sean, is when you are with someone romantically that looks a lot like you. So when people say, some people get pets that look like them.
Yes.
Yes, all the time, yeah.
Yeah. These are people that look like you, and it's weird because they said that there's a scientifically observed trend to be attracted to one's own traits found in another. Not with me.
Narcissism, isn't it?
Not with me. I could think of nothing worse than anything to do with me on someone else that I'm interested in. I would want the exact opposite.
You look in the mirror and you're repulsed and find nothing that you could be attracted
I just wouldn't
to.
want that. And Harry, how tall are you?
6'6", and no thanks.
Not in a million years.
Well, we've seen my doppelganger, my sister Kelly. So I would have to marry someone that would. That's just.
It'd be
wrong.
like you with Kelly.
Let's leave your sister out of it.
In the article that's up on news.com.au, they had some examples. Sean, I sent it through to you. I don't know. I'm
having a look at it. Yep.
This couple here.
It's people when you look at them.
They literally look like brother and sister.
Brother and sister. Yeah.
They literally, and then there's this gay couple. There's two guys.
Yes,
they look like twin brothers.
Yeah, they do.
So if you are doing it with someone that looks exactly like you, that's some question.
So if a stranger approached that couple, they'd go, "Oh, they're brothers."
They're brothers.
You wouldn't go, "Oh, they're a couple."
Never in a million years.
Until you saw them holding hands or whatever. Like
Never
it's not.
in a million years.
Yeah. And that would be shocking.
Yeah.
To discover that they're actually partners because it's so obvious that they're brothers, even though they're not.
It must be such a, so you're in love or you're with someone, you're really, really happy, and then to have other people question if you're actually together.
Oh, absolutely. How many times would you think that was, father and daughter when they're in fact dating?
Yes.
Yes.
I think the worst would be, wouldn't it be terrible if someone came up and asked if you were your partner's carer?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be the ultimate.
It would happen, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
Ali, we've been talking about, the Doppelbanger situation, and that is if you were with someone and then they would constantly come up and say, how would you handle it if you were with someone, the person you're with, people would come up and ask if that was your brother?
I'd say yes, and then I'd give him a big French kiss.
How long do you reckon that would be until they got really old and stopped playing? That would burrow its way into your head. You would be turned off within 5 seconds.
That's what we're talking about. When people think that your partner, for whatever reason, is not your partner.
Hi, Beck.
Hi, how are you?
Great, Beck.
Morning, Beck.
This is about your beautiful husband, yes?
Yeah, my husband is actually 18 years older than me.
Yes.
And when he's not clean shaven or had his head shaved, with the grey in his beard, he looks quite a lot older than what he is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've been ring shopping, and the lady at the checkout's like, oh, it's so nice of you to bring your father along.
How does he take that, Beck?
Oh, we get it. It's, it's a bit funny for us, but
Yeah, but you know what? You must know every time you make out, people are looking over going, they are sick.
Well, it's not as bad now because we've got 2 kids together, so.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, well, that makes it worse then. Because it looks like that sick man's had kids with his daughter.
Thanks, Beck. Tammy's in Lower Chittering. Hello.
Hello, how you going?
All
good,
right,
Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Talk to us. What's going on?
Oh, so when my partner, Karen, and myself go out with my mum, which we do quite frequently, we often get asked if we're sisters.
All 3 of you.
And depending on the scenario, we go with it, or we set them straight. And then there's a little awkward moment, depending on how it goes. But, it just is what it is.
Oh, Tammy, so similar features you have with your partner, yes?
Yes. Yeah, we look quite similar. We accidentally dress similar. It's not a planned thing. It's just very accidental.
Yes.
So, Tammy, have you always been attracted to women that look like you, or did you go, what are you? Are you brunette, blonde? What's the deal?
Blonde, brunette. No, Karen's my first partner, and I didn't, choose. I didn't choose anything. I just went with it.
Yeah.
Now, things you do look very similar. Have you checked with your dad to see whether...
Oh, you are dating your sister.
confirmed?
No, I've actually never met him either.
Oh, really? I think maybe, Tammy, we need to get you into Ancestry.com just before we go another day in this situation. Or maybe
you never know, do you?
Maybe it's best not to know, Tammy.
I don't know. I've watched a lot
probably.
of Dr. Phil.
Yeah, you know what? Oh my God, what if we just blew the cover off this? That's so funny.
You're listening to Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
We're talking about people that, for whatever reason, nobody, upon first impression, believes their partner to be their partner.
Must be a frustrating thing to be faced with every day by everybody. Let's go to Marie and Morley. Hi, Marie.
Hi, how are you?
Great, Marie. So,
Hi, Marie.
I mean, you're currently in love with your partner, I take it, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
No,
Sounds like a beautiful story.
What do people question, Marie?
So when I was in hospital and having my daughter, after going through nearly 3 days of labour, holding her in my arms, and the midwife comes back and she goes to my partner, "Congratulations, Granddad." And he was like,
No.
That's a real kick in the plums.
well, I was quite out of it after 3 days of labour, but his comment was, "Yeah, I've been a bad grandpa." It was quite fitting, actually.
Oh, Marie.
I mean, may I indelicately ask how old your husband was at the time of that birth?
49.
And how old were you?
39.
That's all right.
Well, what's what are you
But
talking about?
you're obviously a young-looking 39, or was he an old-looking 49?
A wizened 49.
I'm just a younger looking.
Yeah. So he wasn't like, it wasn't like Dumbledore, was he?
Oh, no, not at all.
Not at all.
Amazing.
More like a
49,
Clooney, more like
Like
George
Clooney.
Clooney now. Like he was Clooney, wasn't he? Clooney? No.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You wish.
Yeah.
Every time anyone's talking about their partner, if he's a guy being older, straight away I go to Dumbledore.
It's either Dumbledore or Clooney.
Long-bearded wizard.
There's nothing in between.
Hello, Lisa.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Liz.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
amazing.
Okay. I was actually going in to give birth to my daughter and was asked by the nurses if it was my brother who was accompanying me, but it was my husband.
So have you been asked before if you look the same, Lisa? Or was it just then?
No, it was just then, yeah.
Just
That's
then.
the first time anybody thought you looked like brother and sister, and it was when you were having his baby, which is awkward.
Yes.
Is that your brother? No, he's my husband.
That's my husband.
I don't know. I think that would creep into my... No, if it was just once you heard it, not a drama.
Yes.
If you heard that for like, say, 6 months straight when you're first dating, I don't think I'd be with them.
You can just move to Tasmania.
No, Natalie. The Tasmanians have gone through enough. You leave them alone.
Thanks, Lisa. All right, we're going to go back to Nat in Wellard. Hello.
Hello, guys. Sorry about that.
That's much better, Nat.
So
Okay.
much better.
So what happened?
So I've been the person on the other side of it. I mistook a couple while I was working at a suit store fitting people up for their weddings.
Yes.
Yes.
And a lady came in with two older gentlemen, and I greeted them, and I turned to the first gentleman. I said, "Oh, you must be the father of the bride." No, he was the groom.
Oh, no.
And then I've turned to the second one, going, "Oh, so you must be the father of the bride." "Oh, no, I'm the best man."
Oh, no. And how do you get out of that? How do you recover from that in that scenario?
Basically just shut my mouth and give them a lot of discount.
Oh, yeah.
It's a super
The only
policy.
way.
That is, I mean, it's a good recovery. If anything's going
They
to
walked out
make
with
it up
12 cummerbunds each.
You're listening to Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Well, the first time this year, we'll be looking forward to catching up with our mate Griffin Logue. He's back for another season, the mighty Docker defender. G'day, Griff.
G'day, guys. How you going? Long time?
I know, Griff. What's been happening?
Nah, not much, mate. Not a lot.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more than what's going on with Shawnee right now. How you going, Shawnee? Few days isolation, you all right?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a tough going, Griff. I'm sure there's going to be some a murder in the household is most likely, but I'm jealous already. Have you been down the beach already this morning?
I'm honestly on my way back up from it.
Yeah, well, Sean, the budgie smugglers aren't going to wear themselves.
That's right.
So,
No, the feeling.
Someone's got to do it, mate.
yeah,
Someone's got to do
exactly.
it.
Yeah, my favourite thing is usually, when you're at home doing an isolation stint or whatever, even when we went through those lockdowns, the first couple of days are a bit of a novelty,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Sean,
Yeah.
there is no novelty going on at your house at all, is there? You're over it already, aren't you?
Well, we're just discussing earlier on whether we should be playing board games as a family tonight and how that's going to end up. So,
Yeah, brutally.
Hey, Griff, what were you doing?
Make a break.
Yeah, make or break. For you at the moment, though, you guys still kind of have to keep to yourself a bit, don't you? Because, you don't want COVID going through the team and interrupting the start of the season.
Yeah, well, we're pretty much living as if we're in isolation almost, but you can obviously leave to get the necessities and fuel, food, etc. It's all kind of driven by us as well, just to try and mitigate any forms of risk. So it is a bit, obviously not the same as what you're going through, mate, but no, it's pretty similar. Yeah, we're kind of just making sure we can do whatever we can to not...
Yeah. So laying low.
Yeah. But hey, Griff,
Yeah, kind of.
say you're out and about, right? So say you just run into the shops to get some, groceries, or you're at the filling up your car, and someone comes over really excited and says, "Oh my God, it's Griffin Logue, can I get a selfie?" And they want to get right in there. Are you like, what do you do in that situation?
Oh, you just got to stiff arm them and say, back off, mate.
Not today.
And then when they get up off the ground, just say sorry, but
No, it's just, we try and just keep that distance as much as possible. And even if it has been a case where we've had to ask for a photo, but a lot of people are actually understanding and say, "Do you mind if we grab a photo? We'll stand a couple of metres away as well."
Oh, so
when you use tabs, it's maybe because they know that he's pretty pongy after a game and stinks a bit, but it's actually they're understanding, so it's been pretty good.
Yeah. One of the things, I guess, do you feel isolating in a sense, but socialising? Because it's been a couple of years for you guys where you've been running this same program where you've just been trying to keep to yourself. Has that been hard?
Oh, that's right, Sean, because you remember, if you don't see your certain friend for a while, suddenly that group, you're out of the loop. So are you completely out of the loop of all your friends?
Yeah, bloody oath. Yeah, I missed the boat on plenty of things. So during the season, it's obviously like that. I mean, the off season we were free, and obviously it wasn't a massive deal at the time, COVID. But with the recent spikes and stuff, the last few weeks and I'm assuming the following few weeks are going to be quite stressful as well. So it's just a matter of doing what we can. But I do feel a little bit out of the loop, and understanding it's only for us. It's 22 weeks of the season, and hopefully we can get something out of it.
Smashing any new video games? Put anything new into the mix?
Nah, just sticking with FIFA.
Yeah. Going with what you know.
Dinners.
Yeah. And who's been winning the more dinners? Your tabs?
It's honestly an even spread. The Chooks lottery, what we get out of the game, it could be, could get ugly, or it could get real close in a grind. But I think I've got one up on him recently, so I'm going all right.
Well, what about the coffee machine? Is that getting an absolute hammering? Have you got a new one? Any updates?
Coffee machine's getting a hiding every day. So actually, really getting involved there. Shout out Margaret River Roasting Company for providing the beans.
Super plug. Super plug.
Well done, Griff. And Griff, the other thing is, though, for the season moving forward, expectations. No one's expecting the Fremantle Dockers to win the premiership next year. Funnier things have happened, though. But
Griff is. Only Griff.
The expectations are that you have a good season.
Yeah, look, we feel pretty good. I mean, we obviously had our tails up a bit after the first practice match, but keeping in mind that we were up against a pretty undermanned Eagles side, and they're going through whatever they're going through. But in terms of the whole preseason and even the season now, we're kind of focused just on ourselves. So even the opposition doesn't matter. It's a matter of the work that we've put in, and we've been really lucky so far over the preseason to have it so uninterrupted and done really well with that. So we're just excited to see what we can do, and certainly we want to kind of stop losing and start winning.
That is a good policy.
How predictable can people be with these seasons, Sean? Especially now those new rules are brought in with, you can have 20 extra players that can be pulled off the bench.
It's so hard.
A complete side could change. So suddenly a
100%.
team that's not the favourite can be the red hot favourite because everyone else in the other team's from a waffle or something.
Yeah, so true, Nath. It's going to be really interesting that way, Griff, particularly for the WA teams. I know on the East Coast, a lot of the AFL guys have gone through COVID, and they're saying that they are going to have, some immunity maybe for a month or 5 weeks, whatever it's going to be. So, but for the WA guys, it's going to be, if it starts,
the potential
one play gets
for it to rip through a club is definitely there.
So obviously you've had those conversations, Griff, with the management.
Yeah, no, I still don't know the full process of how it's going to work with the top-up players, and it's looking like, it's bound to happen, but that's why we've gone so kind of hard and just been so meticulous with kind of what we're doing off the field as well as throughout the week, just to try and mitigate that risk and try and avoid it, because that's the funny thing about it is just the unknown, and that's what it always has been with this last couple of years. That's what kills you, the unknown, just not knowing kind of what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, if it's going to happen, etc. So if we can just keep doing what we can do to, stay away from it, then it'll be all right. But it's going to be weird, It's such a strange scenario.
I guess, and this has never been said before, but I guess you've just got to take it 1 week at a time.
Probably would.
That's the way to go. Yeah. We might need another top-up. Might have to get Shawnee off the couch and come and...
at this rate, he's going to be in isolation for the next month and a half, so I wouldn't expect him down the track anytime soon.
Mate, you don't want a big beast like me walking around and
it'd be too intimidating
equally cock jocks like you, mate. You'd just be intimidated.
Talking big now. See you go in a couple of weeks isolation, big fella.
The chicken nuggets are going to get you.
No doubt.
It's good to have you back again for another season, Griff. We're expecting big things.
Good to be back and good to hear from you.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
Currently all on his lonesome in hotel quarantine, self-imposed.
By choice.
Mark McGowan, the Premier of our fair state.
Hello, Mark.
Hi,
Morning,
how
Mark.
you doing?
Mark, Nellie and I have chosen a life of isolation as well.
And Sean's currently isolating as well because there's COVID in his household, so it's all happening.
It is. We're going through some time on our own to reflect and consider our lives.
We are, aren't we? Just taking stock of what we're thankful for and what needs to be changed.
You
Mark.
must just
That's exactly right.
You're just deleting text messages, Mark?
I deleted our text thread the other day, Mark. I thought, well, if they get hold of that one, there's going to be some explaining to do.
You're not wrong.
I know what you're talking about. It's not something I can comment on.
He's not talking about the call case. He's talking about the photos we send each other.
Mark, you're doing the rounds this morning. Have you got anything that you need to tell the people of Western Australia? Is there any announcements coming up?
Not today. I'm going to the National Cabinet meeting. Obviously, I come out for that and wear a mask and so forth. But other than that, I'll be here on my lonesome doing Teams meetings and doing catch-ups by phone, and they deliver me lots of work, and I'm cooking. I cooked a chicken curry yesterday.
Did you cook?
That was very Scott Morrison of you.
So
What's going on there?
So you got a little kitchenette situation.
It was very Scott Morrison. I reckon he's a much better cook than me because I just used the packet. I use Canton, you know.
Yeah,
Canton. That is old school Canton.
Canton, and I used some coconut milk. So that was
lovely.
The two go together beautifully.
Yes.
So I guess it's chicken tonight. Did you pick up a jar?
That's right.
Hey, are you going to like get some Uber Eats and stuff? Have a bit of a lazy night?
No, I'm going to cook again tonight, and I'm going to make something else, a beef stir fry or something.
Oh, I mean, it gives you something to do, doesn't it?
That's a bit.
Well, I'm not much of a cook, so this is my opportunity to improve my skills.
What is to open up a jar and put it in a pan?
Well, to be fair, I mean, you got to baby steps, Nathan.
Why do you make? You'd be able to make a lasagna, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't have the stuff here. I'm not sure.
What, the jars?
I could certainly do spaghetti.
The jars of Domino. Yeah, absolutely. They're hard.
Hey, in the studio here, Mark, you know what we do when we're a bit bored. We play a little bit of game of quoits. Did you take in any activities with you as well?
I just work. What else have I? A book. It's got this great. Yeah, it's got, regret to inform you, it's got Netflix. So, you know, there's an opportunity there for watching a bit of stuff.
What book is it?
What a great opportunity.
It's a book about this, what's it called? It's a book about Mexican drug dealers and the US government fighting them. It's fiction, but it's, you know, it's violent.
Bit of fun. Fun. Okay, good. Great.
You can see that on Netflix as well.
Good bedtime reading. I'll find that note.
Yeah.
The Border, I think it's called. I think it's good. Strangely enough,
it's called The Border.
You can't get away from it.
It's by a guy called Don Winslow, and it's about the drug, you know, the Mexican cartels and all that.
I've read the one by Clive Palmer.
No comment.
No comment.
Apparently.
He'll text you about it later, Sean.
I'll
Nathan.
text you.
Yeah.
Although,
Hey,
Nathan, when I was in Sydney, it was Mardi Gras weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. So I went into Myer because it was so wet over there. All my clothes got soaked. To buy some new underwear and some new socks, and I saw some very interesting Mardi Gras underwear on sale.
Are you rocking it right now,
Premier?
Premier?
He did. He picked up a six-pack. What are you talking about?
I was going to buy you some. But, I didn't.
You can wear them to the nightclubs.
When he texts me them later on, I'll share them on
That's right. It'll come out in court eventually.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, I heard yesterday, and I don't know if this is true, have you cancelled Anzac Day services already at the end of April?
No, I think what's happened is the RSL is planning for a smaller gathering, which is 500 people, I think, for the dawn service
who knows where we'll be at that point in time. It might be by 25 April. That's not necessary. So we'll just see what happens between now and then.
I got a COVID question, right? So this is it's a bit of a confusing time. I mean, as we know that Sean's in a situation right now where his oldest son's got COVID. And
so he's a household close contact.
Yeah, so we know that Sean could literally be in there for weeks if the family goes through in
domino fashion.
The domino fashion. Harry, put your microphone up. Harry's got a mate who's in a situation. Harry.
Yeah, Charlie's girlfriend got COVID a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they go into 7 days isolation, and then Charlie gets it, test positive on the 7th day.
Yeah. So there's a theory out there, or we've heard, that if you have had COVID, then someone in your house gets COVID, then you can go. You're free to go. You're free to go because you have a natural immunity. Is that right or not?
I can't find the information anywhere on the Healthy WA website about this.
I think that's right. I'll get someone to get back to you with the exact, so you can let your listeners know. But I think that's correct, because once you do 7 days and you've had it,
yes.
I think you then have that sort of natural immunity for a period.
So you're free to move around.
And so what's a period of time? Oh, yeah, because it's very hard to find this information. Because what's that period of time? Is it is it like a month? Is it 6 weeks? Is it 2 months? Because then suddenly, if you were to get COVID again,
or if someone else in the household was to get COVID again.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, no one does.
You're testing me. Honestly, you guys are like encyclopedias. It's very hard for you. So I'll see if I can get some information for that on you. But back to that underwear in Sydney, Nathan. Let's talk about. It was strangely constructed. I'll put it that way.
Tell me more. Let's get into this.
Well, it sort of had.
Were bits missing?
Yeah, it did at the back.
At the back, okay. So that's obviously for
easy access.
Come on, Mark, you're in the Navy. You know what this is for.
Mark, have you got a laneway in the back gate? Anyway.
No, it caused some. I was looking for underwear, and the gentleman at the shop showed me this, and I said, no, I think I'll go more conventional, thank you.
So Mark, you'd be a six-pack of Rio's fan, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be
Bonds.
Bonds.
You're not a Silky Boxes kind of guy?
I thought you would be. A bit of Marvin.
It was so wet over there. It was.
Can you stop talking about gay underwear and saying it was so wet over there in the same paragraph?
What happened to you over there?
It was very quiet. The streets were very quiet. I was almost alone in Maya on my own. Incredible.
I know, because it was deep in perusing jobs.
Yeah.
Look at him. God.
Buying jars of Cantong. Get you through.
So what else? And I know you're doing work and stuff like that, and you talked about Netflix. Are you what's on your watch list? Is there anything you just don't watch? Boring documentaries.
No.
Is there not a bit of fluff,
like Emily in Paris or something?
Yeah, a bit of Bridgerton or something.
No, I've never heard of Emily in Paris. I've heard of Bridgerton, but that's a bit dated.
No, there's a new
series coming out, and you obviously haven't seen the first series, have you?
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, no, catch up on that. I think
mate,
you'll really
you know
like
what?
it.
You're by yourself at the moment. There's a staircase scene that I think you'll really appreciate.
Put your gay jocks on and go and enjoy it.
I think I know where you're going with that.
Hey, Mark, I want to ask you about...
Sean's going to ask something
when do you find out... you guys, yeah.
There you go.
The jocks questions, yeah. What about... when do you find out what the outcome is with the court case?
Not allowed to talk
and is
about
there another step?
I can't. The lawyers were very clear with me not to talk about it. I'm really sorry about that. But
no, but can you say you're likely to find out in a couple of weeks? And I'm not talking about results or anything, or the other person.
I think it's months away.
Months away.
Months
away.
Right.
Yeah,
months away. Yeah, it's just a fun journey for everyone, really.
Yeah, hasn't it been?
Yeah. But anyway, I do want to get something and put on the front page of the paper next week, so I'll give you a call later. Love you, Mark.
It's better if you text, Nathan, to be honest. Let's start a WhatsApp group, Harry. What do you reckon?
No, Snapchat. Yeah. Moving forward, Snapchat. It's gone in 24 hours.
Just more broadly, not discussing the trial, be careful what you put in text message.
Tell you what, there'd be some.
The cloud keeps everything.
Sean's looking at his text messages now by the look of him, and not good, Sean. What's going on?
Yeah, I got a couple from Kerry Stokes, so I'll just have to go through them a bit later on.
Okay, we're going to let you go before you get put in prison. Have a great time.
We might catch up with you again next week if you've got nothing else to do, Premier.
Sure, I won't have anything else to do.
I know, that's right. Watch something on Netflix and we'll get your review.
I will. I'm going to watch this movie called Against the Ice, which is, something about some guys exploring Greenland.
Boring,
Jesus
Mark.
Christ.
Boring.
Do you know what's on there? You could watch literally anything.
Pick up something fun, Mark. Live a little.
Well,
Jeez.
they get attacked by a polar bear. It looks really good.
Oh, my God. You know what? I thought since you found the gay jock, I would have livened him up a little bit. But Jesus. All right. All the best.
I may have bought a pair.
No, we know you did.
May have. We know you did.
Yeah.
So let's just put that out there.
You're wearing them right now. We can tell. Thanks, Premier. We'll catch up with you soon.
See you later.
Watch out for the zip, though. They get anyway.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
It's always an exciting day when we find out that our producer, Amy, come towards the microphone, has the company credit card. Amy, why do you have the company credit card?
Because, surprise, we're getting breakfast.
Now,
What do you mean we're getting breakfast?
Now, Sean,
Just go and wait by the door. It'll be there eventually.
this plan was hatched after our show yesterday, apparently, when we didn't know that you were going to be at home isolated.
Yeah.
So now there's the question of, because it was supposed to be a team breakfast.
Yeah.
Correct.
Whether
We're
it
no
goes
longer,
ahead or
yes.
not because you're not here. What are your thoughts?
I think that the breakfast should go ahead, and I don't see any reason at all why you can't order me Uber Eats.
No, that wouldn't.
That's not
That's
not
not
no budget.
so it'll be like either we
have breakfast without you.
or we wait until you come back.
Which could be
Well, that's never going to happen, mate. This is like I could be gone for months. You definitely should have breakfast, but once again, why aren't we pushing ahead with someone delivery it with me? What was the reasoning?
I'll drive past a bit later and throw a dozen eggs at you.
That's been
You've done that before.
that's been doing it in his house. That happens every week.
I think you should go ahead and rub it in my face. So what are you going to order?
All the bacon.
Well, I don't
all
want
the
any
eggs.
now. It's not fun.
Yeah, you've ruined it. We wanted you to be upset. But Sean says it's okay, so let's just do it then.
I don't know.
Well, that's
Egg
sorted.
Benedict without a side service of spitefulness and vindictiveness.
Doesn't taste the same.
See, this is another
how much
example of
pepper
you
you put on.
behaving against type. Normally, you'd be up in arms about us having breakfast without you, but now, like the mask wearing and the eating of the toast with the peanut butter, you're
The whole
being
thing's changed now.
kind. Who are you?
Topsy-turvy. Absolutely, yeah. So, no, you need to enjoy your breakfast today if our boss, for once in his life, is going to buy it. And I'll celebrate by having my peanut butter on toast there, Nathan.
Oh, you know what? Sean's up to something. You
yeah.
know what? He's going to kick the wire out of his router in a minute. He's there's something happening.
Only
He's
a
suddenly
matter
not
of
going to be able to get
time.
hold of him after 7:30.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
These days.
Yep.
We like
Yeah.
to have a little bit of a highlights reel of what went down during the week.
Now, these aren't our highlights. These
No.
are the highlights according to Harry. Hi, Harry.
Hi, guys.
Harry.
Everything's a highlight around
Yeah,
here.
Harry's got a front seat to this circus. He didn't pay for it.
And sometimes
And
it's
don't
like
get
he
paid
dips
for it.
in and out of attention-wise, but,
Yeah, that's just me.
What did you
and
notice this week?
I tell you what, I did notice a lot of things changed this morning with Sean being at home, but it kind of worked with this package.
Yeah, okay.
all right,
well,
show us your package.
Yeah, let's have a
have a look.
listen.
Nathan, Nat and Sean's weekly debrief.
The week kicked off with a little bit of social distancing as Sean quickly became the hot favourite to have COVID first.
There's something not right.
Come and take my temperature.
No.
Why are you bending over like that?
Could someone please take Nate's temperature while you're at it?
If anyone's going to have a COVID, it's you. Because I saw a lady put spit on her hand and wipe it off your face the other day. And I was there.
That
And she
happened
works
at
in a
Crown.
hospital.
That happened at Crown. I had some crumbs on my
If
lips.
anyone's got it, it's you.
I had some crumbs on my lips, and then she goes, "Oh, you got some crumbs." crumbs, and I went to wipe it off, and then she goes, no, you haven't got it. Then I turned to talk to Sean. Next minute, she's licked a napkin and wiped my mouth, and I'm going, what are you doing? She goes, okay, I'm a nurse. I'm like,
I don't know whether to laugh or vomit.
Nathan, Nat and Sean love hearing a great story from you guys, but usually it's about just one thing at a time.
We want to talk about what was on the other side of a mystery noise, firstly, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then also on the flip side, I'd like to know if you have a flagpole in your front yard, what do you mean?
But for some sad reason, the guys only got calls about one of those topics.
So we're talking about noises or flagpoles?
Which is it?
Noises.
Noises,
Yeah.
Noises or flagpoles, Nikki?
Noises.
Okay, great. Noise or flagpole?
A noise
Okay,
outside.
sure.
Mick.
What happened?
Mick, please, mate, we just wanted to hear a flagpole story. Is that too much to ask?
Is this about a mystery noise or a flagpole?
No, it's flagpole.
Flagpole! Finally.
And flagpole enthusiast Rachel from Wanneroo did not disappoint.
The fact that you get a free flagpole as part of your rent, that's pretty exciting.
Oh, is it?
Well, I mean, they charge you an extra $50.
Now, you probably didn't notice, but after becoming a close contact, the bin chicken was isolating all week. So the guys thought they'd check in to make sure he's doing okay.
So weird, like I'll go to the toilet and I'm like Googling, oh my gosh, is diarrhea a symptom? You know what I mean? But I'm literally fine.
Well, you have diarrhea.
You got diarrhea. You just told everyone you've got diarrhea too.
Oh, enough toilet chat. It was time to hear an exciting tale from the always entertaining bin chicken.
Okay, well, yesterday I was on the balcony actually, and I'm wearing a long brown wig and some rollers in the Swan River, like we're rowing past. Yeah. And that's the story.
Oh, it's a great story.
So, I mean, can you give us your most boring looking at the window of the balcony story now so we can compare?
Nathan also decided to enter the Best Story of the Week competition, and you won't believe what happened after a guy riding an electric scooter whizzed past him and accidentally caught his car keys on the way through.
He's like, sorry about that. Oh, well, that's all right. That was the end of that.
Pretty amazing exchange.
So anyway, call us with your cool story.
With the AFL season sneaking up on us, it was time to see what Freo Docker Griffin Logue had been up to over the summer.
Coffee machine's getting a hiding every day, so shout out Margaret River Roasting Company for providing the beans.
Super plug.
We also met our brand new West Coast Eagle, Jeremy McGowan, who had a cheeky plug of his own.
Do you hit a zinger burger ever, or?
The Zinger Burger?
Yeah.
We're sponsored by Hungry Jack's.
Sorry.
And that was another great week with Nathan, Nat and Sean, who we won't see in the studio for another week after becoming a close contact. Let's just hope he survives the weekend at home, hey?
I'm sure there's going to be a murder in the household, is most likely.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.